The move came about, of course, like anything, as a person, you always strive to, achieve stuff. I just felt, my time at City was getting limited on playing time for different reasons, and it was not one that I could afford to waste more time, because when I look back in the future, I didn't never wanted to look back and see a rise and then a decline. So my thing was I need to keep that same level, and a fresh challenge was to be made.
You won so much at City though. How difficult a decision was it, and what kind of conversations did you have with the club, with Pep?
I said it's something that since 17 been regular starting, and then to get to I feel like a peak time in my career, not to be playing as regular was something that I wouldn't kind of accept, and I always my personality is to try and fight and change the scenario, but it couldn't come, and that was it.
And look, why Chelsea? I suppose Chelsea's going through such a transformative period at the moment. Was that part of the attraction to come here?
Yeah, at first, with the few other options I had, it was more one that tailor-made for my personal goals, family. I think it makes a lot of sense, and then of course with the club, the direction the club's going in, and you look at Chelsea in the last couple of years. I think it's 4 or 5 finals that they've been in. It's a team that shows that they're competing, and they're only going to get better. So for me, with the new ownership and the takeover, it made a lot of sense.
That's great.
Ian. Hi Raheem, how are you?
Hi.
Is it like coming home? I mean, you've been away from London for a long time now. Was that a big draw to come back to London?
Yeah, I feel like my full journey, going up to Liverpool, manifesting what I wanted, then going to City, living the dream, and then now coming back to London as a grown adult, and kind of been in the football game a while, and kind of feel like I've got my head on my shoulders. I know exactly what I want from my life and football, so I think it's the perfect time to have a new challenge ahead of me.
Outlined that game time was a big thing about why you wanted to leave City and come to Chelsea. In terms of that wide or false nine, as we talked about, where do you think you're going to be playing most at Chelsea? Where would you like to play most?
As you all know, like my position is mainly as a winger, but some of the times I enjoy floating about and getting on the ball, but I always judge myself on how effective I am on the game, so it depends where I'm going to be most effective. At the moment, last game against Everton played from the false 9 position, and again, I'll be most happy where I can be effective and help my team.
And how much are you looking forward to your home debut on Sunday against Spurs? Your England captain, your good friend Harry Kane, up against you.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's a tough first couple of fixtures, and I think it's one that we can test ourselves for sure, and kind of put us on a good stead for the season.
Hey, Alex.
Hi Raheem, you mentioned game time as well as a reason to come here, but did you feel like you needed to move again to keep kicking on as a player? Like you said, you didn't want to plateau or decline.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a decline. As I said, with the game time, you've been limited with chances. So, like anything, I'm 27. I know my standards, and I know what I bring to a team, and I wouldn't accept anything less. So, yeah.
Coming in as a serial winner, do you feel a pressure to come here and deliver straight away?
No, I felt, as I said to you, pre-season was a up and down one in terms of results and what the manager wanted. But like anything, pre-season is not real. But we tried to build on that, and you can see from the short time that we came back at Cobham, the energy, the unity in the team. It's probably one that you guys always hear all the while, but when you can really feel that going into games, and I'm really optimistic being here, being in the building, seeing how the guys here work, and seeing how passionate the manager is. So yeah, it's one that I'm really optimistic about.
Callum Hudson-Odoi has spoken about how you've come in and helping younger players already. Is that a newer role for you, coming in at 27 and winning the Premier League 4 times? Is that something you've always done?
No, I just think, and that's one of my traits where, I always, no matter how old you are, or I always think it's always good to try and nurture younger people in whatever profession it is. And you don't want a hostile environment for them to come in. You always want it to be one that they feel like they can flourish, you know, if I can have, if I was young, when I was young, I had someone like Steven Gerrard around me to look up to as an example. Went to national team, he had his arm around me, so it makes you a lot more relaxed in the camp, so you can do your best. So that's what I ever try to do, is have jokes and laugh, but at the same time make sure, you know, people are getting the work done and feeling comfortable.